Well, folks, it's nighttime. I'm going to head on over to that hen house and put these new hens in the hen house, help them to get acclimated. So let's go on over there and see what's going on. Well, we've got these here chickens. We're going to have to cut these to take that screen off the top. Well, it's a little tricky to trying to videotape and cut these off at the same time. So let me cut these off and then we'll continue. Okay, we've got them all cut off. I'm trying to figure out how to get this camera up. Well, trying to figure out how to get the shadow of that camera out of everything. Hey girl, so no matter how late it is, if I come back here, she'll come. So it's pretty much jet black out here. So let's get these two in here and get them situated. So we'll come back over here and get the other two. Put all four of them in at one time. Hey pretty girl. Hey baby. How you doing? You doing all right? Yeah. So let's get these other two. There they are. And they're fast asleep. So we'll take them in. So now we'll open this back door to the hen house. Everybody's up there roosting. So let's put these four in there. So we have those two in. We're gonna go ahead and put in the other two. So, okay, these are the two new hens. So we now have four of them in here. Everybody else is sleeping. We will close this door and turn off the light so that they would go back to sleep. Turn off that light, and now they're in blackness. Okay, just lock that door back. And now we'll take these containers back to the truck and we'll be good. Come on, girl. Get out of here. Come on, let's go. Get out. So that's it. We have introduced the four new hens to the hen house. We'll lock this gate back so that no coyotes can get in. Okay, put all that back on the truck. And we are in business. Oh, there's the cat came out also. Come on, girl. Come on, baby. Come on out of there before I lock you in. But we've got everybody visiting tonight. But once she come out, I'll lock up. And that's how we introduce the new hens to the hen house. Okay, come on. Come on out. Come on, you two. Come on. Let me close the gate. Good deal. Them two is best of friends. The dog thinks she's the mama. And the cat thinks she's a puppy. So them two crack me up. Believe it or not, one time ago, this dog would kill every cat that entered the yard. My daughter brought that cat in as a kitten, and we introduced her to this dog. Oh, dropped my light. Introduced her to that dog as a puppy, and we slowly introduced them and got them working together, and now they are inseparable. Now the cat has had a litter of kittens, so we're a little concerned as to how we're going to introduce her to the kittens. Hopefully she doesn't go back to thinking that the kittens are foreign and kill the kittens, but we'll gradually introduce them to the kittens. But there we are, hen house secured, locked up. We'll come back in the morning and see how everybody's getting along. We expect the pecking order to happen, but that's just the nature of it. But let's get on out of here and shut it all down. Well, I'm back in the shop. The reason why I was having such a hard time with my light is it's on my cap. So with my light being on my cap, every time I lift my phone, I would get the shadow onto what I was doing. But we have introduced those 4 hens into the hen house. So what that means is I will not let the chickens get free range out of the enclosure for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So let everybody stay locked up. So now I will have to increase my feeding, because with them free range, I don't have to feed as much because they're eating seeds, bugs, and whatnot all day. But now that they're going to be locked in for the next 2-3 weeks, I'll have to make sure that they have enough food and water during that time. And then after 2-3 weeks, I can open the chain link fence again so that they can get out of their enclosure and that they can run freely throughout the pasture and throughout the yard. That will give the new 4 a time to get acclimated, to know that this is their new home. So now that we've done that, we come back to the shop and let's go ahead and have a look at this incubator. So right here we have the incubator holding steady at 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 63 humidity, 63%. So we're going to go ahead and put these 2 dozen eggs in the incubator, and we will make a notation that today, June 4th, is the day that we put these in, and we'll get that going. And at the same time, the ones that we put in there, I think we put in there at the end of last month. So it's been about 5 days. So we'll go ahead and see if we can candle those and see if there's anything on the inside. So first off, let's get these in. I'll kill the light, and then we'll come back and try to candle the eggs that are in there. So when we open it up, it's tilted, so we need to level that off first. So now that we've leveled it, let's take a tray out. Try to do that quickly. So we don't let all the heat out of the cage there. So all I'm going to do now is put these 24 eggs just like that, and then I will put them back into the box. Take one of the other eggs out to candle. So let's put these guys in the box. Okay, this is how we candle an egg. And there's a mass in there. We can see there's something in there, right there, as we rotate it. You don't see it there, but then you see it right there. So something's growing. So that's good. We'll put this one back in. We don't want to keep it out too long. Put this back on in there. Well, we see that there's a mass in the egg. There's something happening in there. It's only been 4 days. Ideally, you want to candle it around about 7 days, but it's 4 days. I really wasn't expecting anything, because during the last 4 days, I had the temperature swings in the box have been a little bit wild. So there may have been initial growth, but I don't know. I'll candle it again midweek. Give it another 3-4 days. I'll candle those top eggs again. But like I said, they were in there while I was calibrating the machine, so anything can happen. They could grow, or they could stop growing, and they could not develop. But we know now that the unit is calibrated, and the 2 dozen eggs we just put in tonight, they should work fine. And we will go ahead and do it give them the proper 7 days, and then we'll start candling them after 7 days. and I'll have a much better flashlight. I just use this light that's attached to my cap. I took it off and use that. It's not the best, but that's all I have for all my big lights I left inside. But that's what we're doing tonight. Time to shut it down and go in, and we'll see what happens. I still have the camera set up at the hen house. The coyote has not come back, but there's been a few nights that I've seen a possum lurking around, so I'll keep an eye out for him. I would hate to dispense the possum because they are so helpful. They eat their fair share of ticks, and we have a lot of deer ticks out here. But at the same time, if he's getting in the hen house, I don't want to start losing chickens to a possum. So I'll keep my eye on the camera, and if he comes back tonight, I will go back there and I'll have to take care of him. But it's a pretty big boy too. But I'll keep you posted on what's going on with that possum. You have yourself a good night. Be safe. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.